Hantengu. As a human, Hantengu was known to have committed many heinous crimes, stealing from numerous innocent people and murdering them in various towns and cities, all while claiming that he was innocent and it wasn't him that committed these crimes. He blamed that his hands were solely to blame for his actions. Eventually, he was captured by a high-ranked law official, magistrate, and sentenced to death by decapitation, despite his outrageous claims of innocence that were then silenced by threatening to cut off his sinful hands instead. While imprisoned and awaiting his execution, he was approached by Muzan Kibutsuji, who offered to help him after taking pity on his situation. At the swordsmith's village, Hantengu crawled on the roof of a building, eager to fulfill their mission to avoid Muzan's wrath. He encountered Tanjiro and Muichiro, swiftly avoiding an attack from the latter. He dodged a follow-up attack from Tanjiro, only to be kicked by Nezuko. His head was then severed by another attack from Muichiro, causing him to regenerate into two different demons, Sekido and Karaku. As Muichiro and Tanjiro attempted to attack these newcomers, Karaku blew Muichiro far into the distance with a single wave of his Uchiwa fan. The two then confronted Tanjiro and Nezuko, briefly exchanging biting comments at each other, with Sekido then attacking Tanjiro with a burst electricity from his staff. The two failed to notice Genya approaching them from behind with the gun. Genya's shot was hit, decapitating Sekido, but failing to do the same for Karaku. Much to the latter's amusement, the young demon slayer finished the job with his sword, but the two then turned into four. One of the new demons, reminiscent of Hantengu, grabbed Tanjiro by the leg and flew off with him, while the other impaled Genya. The former congratulated Tanjiro on figuring out their strategy, while the latter commented on Genya's weakness. Tanjiro urged Nezuko to help Genya, prompting his abductor to reprimand him for this, before firing a concussive blast of sound at the demon slayer. In the end, Tanjiro manages to behead him using Hinokami Kagura, flame dance. However, the head Tanjiro just cut was not the real Hantengu, proven as the headless body of Hantengu continues to run away. As the sun is about to rise, Tanjiro finally decides to continue in pursuit. He eventually locates Hantengu's real body inside of headless Hantengu's heart. Hantengu finally dies after having his torso slashed by Tanjiro. However, Hantengu managed to inform Muzan about Nezuko's immunity to the sunlight beforehand.